What's up and welcome everybody on YouTube and everyone still here on my Twitch channel following along as we cast the semifinals to Battlegrounds. This next set is going to be Minomone versus Sir Knoterich. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, but we're going to load into Game 1 Arabia right now. And ignore the scoreboard, we need to change it, and we will in 1 minute after we load in here. So we're going to quickly introduce the players. Minomone, you didn't see his quarterfinals matchup. Unfortunately, thank you, DE, for updating your game and breaking all of the recorded games. Thanks. Really sucks, guys. Just so you know, DE. But Minomone, he won his last series. And we have him here in the orange playing as the Tatars. So this will be an interesting one. I don't think we've seen Tatars yet in the tournament, and I'm excited to see where this one goes. And on the other side we have Sir Knoterich. I apologize again if I have mispronounced your name, and he will be in the Franks in the purple. And we're going to go on to let's do Minomone's view lock for a minute while we update the scoreboard. Alright, sorry about that, guys. One-man show over here. We're gonna see a very nice map for Minomone here. His zebra are unfortunately placed. Berries are also forward, but he does have a decent safe gold. Here can save both of his stones as well. That'll get him plenty far enough into the Castle Age to hopefully expand out and gather his other resources. Oh, thank you, our Gen 2800 for the follow. Appreciate it. Joined us at a wonderful time as we are casting the semifinals to one of two of our brackets for Battlegrounds tournament that we put on. And on the other side, the Franks map for Sir Knot here. His is looking a little bit better. Looks like he can wall this all off. No questions asked here. Who lost the veil? Apologies, was it? Here? Who lost the veil? Minomone. Oh no. The rhino. The rhino got it, didn't it? That's unfortunate. Sorry guys, I wasn't quite paying enough attention there. Apologies. We do see the forward wall starting to come up already for Minomone with the houses, which I really like. I think it's a really good idea, especially since you already need houses. You might as well incorporate them into your early walling strategies. On the other side, Sir Knot, as I'm going to call him from now on, is going to be walling up very early, very defensively on this side. It doesn't save the wood line from crossbow fire if we are to see that, and it doesn't save the berries either if we see archers. Should be a really good minus 7k. Thanks, Weasel. Alright, elephant? Elephant? Oh no. Oh no. He's gonna lose another veil. Minomone, no! Sorry, Minomone. Look away. Look away. Look away, Minomone. It hurts. I'm sorry. Yeah, Exodus points out he could have called the restart before the 4-minute mark, but you know, sometimes you're not willing to do that. You like your map, you think you'd be in an okay position. I mean, Sir Knot does have a 2-villager lead because of this. Both players have produced pretty much along the same lines. no questions there. Sir Knot is an early waller. He's probably going to be doing some booming here, and we'll just have to wait and see how this goes for him. But nonetheless, Minomone's walls coming up, they're looking very good on his side as well. A little bit larger than his opponents right now. Town Center, it gets some HP off the scout, but doesn't take it out. He did shift click this, and that's nice and all, but he's still going to run into this Town Center, and is he going to garrison again and lose some more HP, or just going to let it go? Just passing by, no big deal. On this side, Sir Knot's scout is coming in. The walls are all up in the front. Nothing to protect the back yet. I think he's gonna get on that here before too long, as Sir Knot is gonna be up to the feudal so much faster. His walls are gonna be coming in. His barracks is coming up. Most likely gonna see stable switch, as we see Minomone also switching up to his feudal age, which is lovely. Both players gonna be up relatively decent time. I would expect to see a very forward aggression here from Sir Knot. Expect to see stable come down in the front here as soon as he has the res for it. Scout. Oh, is the scout going to get another kill? Sir Knot probably could have got that villager, but he decides to go ahead and move forward without taking that kill. He's going to try to keep that open, which could prove to be a disastrous problem for Minomone. His walls are almost completely up. House comes in right there. Yep. I like the position of Sir Knot better at this point. I do like the Frank's stables and the light cav, or scout cav rush a little bit better at this point. Tatars, though, really good civ. Really interesting to see what he does here, if he goes for the cav archer line, or if he decides to go into Keshik. It's just going to be interesting. You never know what you're going to see yet out of Tatars, I don't think. He has managed to keep this open. He is going to come back. He is going to take a few more hits here. Still a hole on the side up here, and yeah, Minomone does know about it. Sir Knot does not, so he wants to make sure that stays open. That scout probably could have put a house there and prevented the loss of HP. Still a hole. Is there still a hole? There's still a hole. Okay, filling that in. The scout flood is going to start coming forward here, but at that point, looks like we're going to have the walls up. Oh, is he going to find the hole? Sir Knot's going to find the hole. This could spell trouble for Minomone over here. He does have a spear out, not in the right place at this point. This villager is at 8 HP, not looking good. Yep, spear's coming forward. One really low HP scout here. His scout's coming back in. 2 more villagers will go down here. Minomone has lost 4 vills now in the early game. That's going to hurt the eco. And he's got scouts in his base. He does have some protection for this villager, so it looks like we're just going to have 4 scouts too with pretty low HP. And yes, he does wall it off in time, which is really good for him. He's only got to deal with a few of these, and he actually takes one out. He's going to lose another vill here, no question. But it could have been a lot worse, as you see even more scouts flooding forward. He still could open that up, but this spear is going to take out at least 2 more units. Just one, because he runs with them. Alright, Sir Knot's eco on the other side. Yep, 15 farms going to gold, 2 lumber camps. Very nice eco behind this. Minomone, he's got to deal with this. He really has to try to get himself in a better position. He does, in fact, get rid of the scouts in his base. He's going to get a house up over there in time, I believe, no question. Puts a hole. Oh, was deceiving? I thought he popped the hole open, was going to go out with the spearman. So at this point, Minomone's best bet is to try to focus his economy. He definitely wants to try to boom back up to this. He does not want to overextend now and try to go forward. He doesn't have a choice given the opening there. Those scouts, though HP was high, well, not anymore after the spears do quite a bit of damage there. On the other side, Sir Knot is probably just going to be clicking up to castle here shortly. Yep, he's getting his market up now. He's got his stable up, so he'll be able to click up no problem. But 16 farms over here compared to just a few on this side. 8. Double the farming eco. Oh, he's trying to pick it off. He's trying to pick off that low HP vil. It's always a nice play, a good idea to try. Oh, the trap. The attempt. The attempt fails, but I appreciate the efforts. Alright, Sir Knot on his way to Castle Age. Minomone's eco is actually pretty good. He just needs to get up a market, and he could buy his way up and not be all that far behind. He wants that low HP vil. He's not going to get it though now. 6 HP. Alright, so what are we going to see Sir Knot go with as Franks? He's not on stone, so I would not expect to see any kind of in-your-face castle here. I would expect to see more of the same, going with the Knight line. And at this point, he's going to be a full age up. So we have Tataris going double archery range, which is a good move. Oh! Oh, he almost got it. He almost got it. He got it down. Still 6 HP. Damn. Yep. Exactly. Alright, he's actually going to get some even safer walls up here. Going to try to protect himself. He's playing it very safe at home. Very tight walls. I actually really like his position still. As far as additional resources go, I mean, we do have this gold over here for him. Stone here. Gold in front still. Another stone on this side. So lots of stone available. Stone and gold piles here. Castle Age comes in. Blacksmith comes up for Minomone. He really could use a market and buy his way up now. Yep, he's going to do. And he's got a good bit of archer production coming out, so he's going to be in decent shape to defend for the time being, but we are going to see some knights coming out. We are seeing a second town center come out for Sir Knot already, looking to take this lead he knows he has now. And yeah, I mean, I understand sharing information, Minomone, but I don't think you should tell him you lost two boars early, especially when he's in this kind of position. It just kind of solidifies like the fact that he's ahead. I appreciate the candor. It was a nice gesture, but personally, I wouldn't share that information with my opponent. All right, 3 town centers. Now we're gonna be up. Knights rushing forward here, and we have archers. We have spears. We have Minomone on his way up, so I think this is he's gonna be okay. He can get up here. He might be able to get a house down in time. Yeah, looks like he'll be good. No range behind this, so he'll be able to just repair and be in good shape here. Fletching has not come in yet. Just now coming up for research. Yeah, Minomone's in chat here said they were having good fun. Yeah, I mean, I can respect it. I can appreciate it. I just personally wouldn't offer that information in the tournament. Maybe afterwards, but alright, so these knights, they're just going to harass right now. They're not going to get a whole lot of damage in right now. Oh, no, they are. He did not touch that house. My mistake. Archers are going to be in trouble now. Spears are going to be here, though. Upgrades are going to be coming in. Lots of archers, though, so a few more vills would go down for Minomone here, which is unfortunate for him, being behind as he is already. But I mean, Sir Knot played this really clean. Minomone's played it really well as well. He's had a few mishaps, lost some things. That hurts a little bit. 2 forward spears, interesting. Production has continued on this side out of just the one stable over here, but he's got 5 knights already. He's been up for a good, I would say, 4 or 5 minutes, maybe even more. Villager production continues for Cernot. He's playing very safe. He's not trying to take this out as quickly as you might think he would, his current position, but he's got a huge eco behind this. Pikeman upgrade coming in, that's going to be huge with all of these archers sitting behind. Oh no, they're trapped. They're trapped. Oh, rip. Oh no, that sucks. That sucks. Alright, Cernot's just going to keep trying to get in here. We are going to see a second and a third town center come up for Minomone, which is really going to be crucial for him here. He's going to need those up to defend some villagers. He really could get some crossbows up here soon. It's coming in. Squires is also coming in. These... Oh, yep. Delete the barracks. I'm not opposed to that at this point. You need those 3 pikemen, no question is asked. But he's got the counters right now. The knights are in low number. He's got 3 town centers. He should be just fine. I do have 2+2, but he can defend from this. If he garrisons his villagers, there we go. Well timed. Take some more HP off of them. Pikes and crossbows are there. Yep, and he's just gonna take his units and run. He's going to harass all sides right now, which I think is the right play. I'm very, very pleased to see both players using their military. I know Minomone's using it all in defense right now, but that's how you do it, and you have to do it this way. But I really like how active Cernot has his military units. I think this is definitely a good route to go. The more active your units, the better. Third town center, only being built by 2 villagers, is going to come up on that wood line right there. Which isn't my favorite spot for it, but given his circumstances and his map laid out the way he has it all walled in, I think it is the right play. You don't want to put another one on stone. Couldn't really afford to pop open your base on this side to get it on the gold. He does have a lot of military though, 27 to 11 in fact. Upgrades continue to come in for Minomone, and he can definitely take a really good exchange here. He's got the counters, he has the numbers for sure. Just depends on how Cernot does here with this. Oh no. Oh, Cernot. Okay, don't be too crazy. That's good. I think if he would have tried to force this up further ahead, he might have lost this. Cernot, he definitely needs a castle. He definitely needs some more houses. He keeps housing himself. But, headed this way with the knights. Good play. The crossbows are going to be, unfortunately, late to the party. This is going up, no question asked, and those crossbows are all in a really bad position for this. He's going to lose quite a few of them, as we'll watch the line of dead crossbows walk slowly away and to their death. Now on this side, we do have a similar exchange where pikes are hitting knights, but nonetheless, Cernot's villager count is up to 83. Minomone's is only at 59, but he is still trudging forward, producing villagers as best he can. Unfortunately, his farm eco just isn't quite as good, but trying to get the counter in again. He's gonna lose some more here. Unfortunate for him as well. Fully walled for Cernot. And I would expect to see a full castle play from Cernot here. I think he probably knows he has the advantage here. He's got the 1,000-point score lead. That forward castle is not a bad forward castle, but I would have liked it on the hill a little bit more. But nonetheless, he is getting his eco rolling. He is behind by, what was that, almost 30 villagers. So that's unfortunate, but he's going to get this castle up. That will secure him that gold. He's going to get another town center on that gold, which is really nice. Going to have a for town center boom, which is what he's gonna need, and he's gonna need it to just get villager production going. Trying to get back up. Oh, this is a lot of knights though. A lot of knights right here. 19 of them. That's a lot of pikes as well though. So the castle will go up. Archery range and university also coming forward. Huge hole here in his base now, but the castle will protect that area. Ooh, stone walls over here to the cliff. Force or not, he's probably going to do the same here. He'll have a very safe corner of eco, and you know what? He's not going to go for the full castle play. He says, nope, I saw the things happening. He's not happy with his position in castle, so rather than pour all of his units into, or all of his res into his unit production, he decides to go up, go to imp. Minomone, he's pretty far off from imp. He has been at a severe villager disadvantage for most of the game, but nonetheless it was really well played. He did keep all of those villagers working as best he could with all that pressure. I mean, I think he did a good job there trying to manage everything. He's really getting his farming eco up now. His numbers are coming up, so he's not out of this yet. He is going to be behind by a full Imperial Age though, and those upgrades will come in. I would expect to see some skirmishers come out of these ranges here. Cavalier upgrade. If it continues, Minomone, I don't know if he'll call it here or if he'll keep fighting. If I'm in this position and he gets to imp and I feel I'm nowhere near imp, I usually just call it. Unless I have a huge military lead and I'm pushing on him and he's just booming, I usually just call it. But there are so many knights. He's going to be up here in a second. Minomone's done an excellent job of village production. Oh, it kills the farm. Nice snipe. Gonna kill another one. Oh, yes. He's just gonna take some wood away. It's all good. We're gonna see the Imperial Age come in here. Never give up, never surrender, huh, Weasel? I mean, yeah, I mean, you can say that, but as so many knights come in to surround those crossbows, if they would attack, they should win this fight fairly easily, taking Minomone's army down to very few at this point. Unfortunately, DE Pathing's really kind of helping out Minomone here, but severely lacking the HP here, as this fight will clean up what's left of the crossbow army from Minomone there. But he is on his way to Imperial Age. He hasn't lost it yet. He's not going to give up another castle on the hill here for Sir Not. He's not interested in controlling many points of the map. He's just going to go in that direction. Oh, he never finished off the crossbows. He just walked away. That's a mistake. But Cavalier upgrade is in. Those were some big losses indeed, Weasel. And another forward castle over here. But we had a pause here. A little bit of chatting. No worries. Outpost there, which is nice. Like to see outposts being built, especially at this level, getting some more vision. But the trebs are out, only 56% of the way to imp. That castle is going to go up and protect that trebuchet, and we have another one coming out, and I would expect to see nothing but more trebuchets coming out here. Skirmishers are in defense. This castle gets discovered. Not enough villagers there to complete that one. That one will go be a doubt castle. Skirmishers come forward. Gonna do some damage here. Castle's gonna go down. I don't know what Minomone can do now to stop this forward, and I think that he played it really well. He faced a lot of early pressure. He does have a lot of idols. Sir Not has 41 idols. Holy crap! A lot of which came up for this castle. Minomone's army is getting cleared up before he can get upgrades in. More villagers come out, which will just go down to these cavalier numbers. Military is almost cleaned up for Minomone. Another forward castle over here. I'm very happy he continues to try. He does have the upgrades into the right units. He's trying to grab, but feels doubt, man. Yep, that's right. This gold is now exposed. A lot of idols on this side as well. Only 11, but Trebs, they're going to move forward now. Start taking down whatever they want to take down at this point. This castle, does he see this castle? Does Sir not see this castle? Yes, he does. That castle will go down with very little fight. Ram comes in on this side. I do like the efforts there to try to get in and raid Minomone. The score lead tells the story, though. Score lead is quite brutal at this point. KD is quite brutal. Sir Not, he is taking game 1. He's definitely going to take game 1. So we'll have Minomone picking the map for game number 2, which should be rather interesting. Let's see what map he decides to choose. Cavalier, well, he's just going to take down the town center with Cavalier. He's not even worried about defending his trebuchets, but with skirmishers at this point. And yeah, I think that's the fine play. Scouts are going to come in over here and do a little bit of harassing on the eco, but unfortunately when you're losing this much in the front, yep, it's the score really tells the difference there too. But well played nonetheless. You survived some early pressure, tried to get your boom up. You did a good job, but Sir Not went insane. Had 141 villagers spread out across his map. Did have a bunch of idols there for a while, but I mean, you can't win on that. It's just too rough. You're down by so many villagers. But nonetheless, we'll have a game 2 here, and we'll see what Minomone picked for his home map. Quickly look through the stats here. GG to both players. Sir Not moving up into 1-0 lead at this point. And we're going to load into the next one, guys. 1 second. Oh, this is going to be exciting, guys. It's going to be exciting. 4 lakes. God, I love this map. Also a map that should be in the map pool. Let's hope the map pool improves next update for this game. So if you guys aren't familiar, 4 lakes, obviously in every corner of the map here. Loaded with resources, free fish booms all around if you can control your pawns. Nonetheless, we have Sir Not in the Persians, looking to be more of a knight line player. Personally, must prefer them, I would imagine, but they will have the trash bows late game. As far as his map goes, golds are in really nice spots. Stones also not bad at all, and he could actually wall up a good portion of this map. Could even wall this pond completely in, which I personally like to do on this map. I think it does really good anyways. But, you know, Minomone picked this map. He lost the last game. He's down 1 game in the series now. He's going to go Japanese on 4 corners, or 4 lakes, however you would like to call it. I don't know what the official name you guys use is, but 4 lakes sounds good to me. Or cross, as it's been referred to. Nonetheless, Japanese is very solid civ on this map. Really, really good fishing eco, really good infantry units, which, you know, he's facing against the Persians, so could be a really good one here. Let's go ahead and check out the view lock here for Sir Not, as he is, as you can see at the bottom of your screen here, he is scouting the map, scouting circularly around his base, trying to find as much of the resources he needs as possible. And on the other side, we'll take a quick look at the view lock here for Minomone as he is managing his goats and his food income at this time. He's also gone down. He's made sure to scout out the second pond so he knows where it is. I would expect him to go for both ponds on this side of the map, as well as I would expect Sir Not to go for both ponds on the other. So, what are we going to see here from Minomone? Other than a fish boom, probably going to see infantry at some point, given who he's facing and the counters to the Nightline. But also wouldn't be too surprised to see a crossbow into Arbaleth's move. Interesting enough, though, the Japanese player is not going to have as good of mobility, so he's going to have to try to focus forcing the fights, forcing the attention of Sir Not into the middle of the map. And this hill is really a nice hill over here. Either player controls that, they're going to be in pretty good shape. But who's going to win the pawns is always a big question in this map for me. I really feel like if you control at least 2 pawns, you're good. You try to fight for 3 pawns, you might even be in a better spot. The problem is how much resources and how much idle time for villagers are you going to put into that kind of exploit. And not even an exploit. And that's not an exploit at all. Just how many villagers, how much time you want to put into that. If you have 3 pawns on this map, it's going to be hard to beat you. If you can secure those, that's so much income. Boar comes in here, slightly late. Gonna go ahead and chop a tree. I like this play. Yep, garrison in the town center. Yep, that works good too. Weasel is a huge fan of melee, guys. He's in Twitch chat here. He's like, why no melee on this map? I mean, melee would work, as Minomone's telling you, but yeah, I agree. They would be much better if the game lasted a lot longer. Sir Not, I don't like this. Why wall this? So you could just wall across the middle here. I'm not a fan of this. And as we see here, Minomone is finding the pawns. He sees the deer, so he should know his opponent is near. He is looking for the pawns. He's looking for the pawns. I would expect him to go really heavy on water here. And Sir Not, well, he's just going to try to go find his opponent right now. Might be searching for the pawns. Does see the stone. Has to know he's over here. Walls are coming up in the front here for Minomone. Hopefully he can get those walled up. And oh, Sir Not loses his scout and sends his goats right back in. That is not good at all. Yes, Minomone, your scout was taking a break, but you've already killed the opponent's scout. We're going to keep a good look at fish numbers here. So 2 for Sir Not already, and we have 2 for Minomone right now, which is very good. Both players pretty equal right there, although we are going to have a slight lead for Sir Not going into things, but you are spending a lot of resources on this map to wall up as best you can and to try to prevent your opponent from at least coming to your pond. I'm not sure what we're going to see here. We're going to see a full wall to the pond here. Might be best to do this and maybe control the secondary pond, maybe get a galley to patrol the shores. I would expect to see this one walled in as well, though. I think it makes the most amount of sense at this point. You're already spending all these resources to go this far out. Well, we haven't touched on 3 here, 4 here. Both players on their way up with Sir Not his way up. It's a little bit faster. But nonetheless, still good times. Sorry about that. The voice started to go there a little bit. So the fishing ship lead is still going on over here. Oh, not anymore. This wall, this village is going up. Is it going to go dock the other corner? I would expect it to be docking that corner soon. This wall is just as fine as this one would be. We'll see what he does with this. play here. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, villager counts right now, 28 to 27. Both players are in feudal as of now, both before 12 minutes. Really good times for both. That villager is definitely going to go dock that pond. And we might see some scout play come out. Oh no, I see Sir Knot making a galley in his own pond. See, this is what I mean. Wall it in. Wall it in. Why not? Why not, Sir Knot? This galley, yes, it will protect this. That's a lot of resources into a galley that could have been used into another pond. Sir Knot, he's got a scout in his base from Minomone. It will be walled in, probably. But we are going to have scout production coming in from the Persian player. The other side, we also have a stable coming up, which is interesting. Could be a fine play for him at this point. We'll just have to wait and see how that goes there. Scout, well, he's just going to attack the wall. Let's check out the fish count here. 7, 8 here. Oh, is that bugged? Alright, no, it's good. 1 over here, having 2 pawns already. 3 scouts are coming out. They're going to meet walls, though. They're going to meet a lot of walls. I really like Minomone's position here. He's done a great job. He's exceeded the fishing ship numbers with 9 compared to only 4 and a galley over here. He additionally has 1 up here right now. He's going to send a villager. Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to go for this pond. How much you want to bet? It's a sneaky villager. I'm super excited to see where this goes. There must be a hole. There must be a hole right here. Is there a hole right there? Yep. So he does get in here, does grab a vill kill, which is unfortunate, but there is always a hole, as Minomone says. Yes, there is always a hole. But it's only 3 scouts. It's not the end of the world. Your fish boom is looking super good. I'd like to see a galley here. Sneakyville? Oh, nope. That's not going to work. That'll be spotted. Over here, just some back and forth over here. Nothing too big. A lot of low HP scouts here now. I would just fight it with the villagers and trap it with the spear. Yeah, this didn't work out for you, but you know, you still have a villager all the way over there hiding. You've seen your opponents put into it. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So Minomone has gone for a home map choice of 4 lakes or across, and he is going to secure 3 of them at this point. Whereas we do see Sir Knot headed out in this direction, but nonetheless, this is already being fished. It's already been scouted out over here. Minomone is going to reap some rewards from that, even if he loses a slight bit on his investment. I mean, we have so many fishing ships over here, it's not even funny. 11 here, 13, 14, 15, 16 to 4 on the fishing ship numbers, and that is huge. That is a huge eco bonus. The score doesn't really show it right now, which is interesting to say the least, but oh, and he quick walls it in. Well played over there. The scouts doing a little bit of harassing, not going to get a whole lot done. Spears spread throughout the base here. A lot of defensive spears. It's a good play. Boom, 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 and that's what you should do is boom. Sorry, Weasel, I do not have the casting command hooked up yet, but it is Minomone in the Japanese, and it is Sir Knot in the Persians, and I know you're just joining us, Cadius, and Sir Knot took game 1. A very impressive showing against Minomone as Franks. Well, Minomone was not playing Franks, sorry. Sir Knot was Franks, Minomone was... Who was Minomone? I forget at the moment. Tartars. Tatars. Alright, Cadius, no problem. Alright, so we have some expansion going out across the map for Cernot, checking to see what's going on out there. We also have some houses built up here for sight on this pond. We do have a unfortunate thing here for the Persian player, as he needs a lot of galleys to take out a lot of fishing ships with that extra HP. We also have a fire galley coming out over here, so we are going to see some contention for that pond. Even if Minomone were to somehow lose this pond, he's already fished up a couple of the fishing spots. He already has 2 fishing ships of his own, fishing spots of his own. We do see Castle Age in for Cernot as already, which we have not touched on yet. But we are going to see some more late game scenarios work out here. We do see the villagers coming over to this side. Are we going to see a reaction? I would expect to just see some military boats over here once he catches a glimpse of that. So actually, Cernot's choice to go Castle Age with less fishing ships is got him there earlier. He is going to have some contention in both ponds. And right now, it's looking fairly even on that front. We do see 5 scouts coming out. Going to be 6 scouts coming out from the Japanese player. A very unlikely twist. Usually don't see them go into scouts. We are going to see a fire galley come out here. Persian player's probably going to make a few as well. And yep, that's the right play. Get another dock up. You got another villager there. You're going to lose those, but you've already taken almost 3 out. You've made him invest a lot into that. You have this super safe. You take and you cut your losses. You take what you've earned up here. You don't invest any more up here, I don't think. I think you just hop those fire galleys out. Maybe you try to fight it for a little bit, distract him, but scouts versus knights. Scouts are going to get in, but they're not going to do a whole lot of damage with these knights in tail here. Which is fine. I mean, he's done some distraction. He sees what he's going for now. He sees knights. We're gonna have 3 fire ships pop out here shortly, I believe. That should be a pretty good fight for Minomone at that point. And we already see this dock with 2 fire ships on it. Expect to see more up there. He cannot lose that pond as well. We have a sneaky stable up here. This villager was never dealt with. I love this play from Minomone. He's kept this villager here. She's done nothing but build houses. She's going to mine some gold while she's up here. And there's a sneaky stable. Stable unit's not exactly what you want to see going with Japanese, but in all things, it could have been worse. Oh, the war galley tech comes in, and these are actually going to wipe the floor up over here. Minomone, he's going to win this. He's going to win it. The war galley upgrade never came in, force or not. The issue is going to be here. It's going to be in the middle of his own base, I think. But you have knights. Well, we have spears. Soon to probably be pikemen, if I do think so myself. And yeah, he's won this. Oh, he actually had Cernot thinking it was his. He shifted into his own fishing on the side, and now he's just going to lose those to the war galleys. Going to pump out his own fish. That's some investment loss right there. On this side, we have some walling behind. Light Cav comes out for the Japanese player, and no pikeman upgrade yet. He is going to try to go forward here. I don't mind this play at all. I think he's got the units he needs over here. Pikeman's about to click in over here, so that's not bad at all. This dock over here for Cernot, not going to do him much of any good at this point. That one also going to go down. These run back because, well, the light cabs show up and he doesn't have any military to defend with over here. Alright, there was a hole, but it's gotten filled, so that's not going to get in over here. Let's see, is there a hole over here? Nope, no hole, but he'll get through that since he's on a hill before any villager gets over there, I think. Yep, in the secondary walls. Alright, he's in with the light cap. This is a really good time for Minomone. He's in a really good position. Takes out 1 vill, going to take out 3 vills, it looks like. Yep, really well played. He's going to actually just follow into the castle or the town center file, which isn't ideal, but when you have 3 pawns as Japanese and you have really good infantry, You have fully walled your base. You're in a very commanding position at this point. Cernot, he did try to go for the Castle Age play here and get these pawns. He did not get his War Galley upgrade, which he could have gotten in plenty of time, I think. So really smart play from Minomone to realize this and continue forward. As you can see, all the resources are slowly being gathered up over here for them. But yeah, these knights, they don't stand a chance against those pikes right now. On this side, he did lose his units, I believe. I've stopped looking at it, but I think he lost them a random amount. Nonetheless, he's also stealing some gold over here, over 100 lost from that side of the map already. And yeah, these knights, you know, you can try to pressure with them, but I don't think it's going to do you any good. Cernot is super heavy on gold. Super heavy on gold. 19 on gold, 2,000 gold. He could buy his way up anytime. Minomone on the other side, not as heavy up, but he could also buy his way up, no problem here. Wouldn't take much. These knights, are they going to get in time, or are those pikes going to get there? Oh, they get there. He even turned around and took another hit on that house. That's all it took, was one more hit. Minomone going into the Japanese knight line. Interesting play. He wants some mobility, I guess. It's not a bad plan. I mean, you do have 3 fishing pawns. You have this over here as well. You can really apply pressure. I would love to see a forward castle on this hill for him, or maybe one just in the front on that town center now that I see the town center come out. Both players not really looking into gathering any relics at this point. Map control's kind of been up in the air, so I can understand that. Cernot really needs to make something happen, though. He's really falling behind. He's just now getting up a 3rd town center. On the other side, we do have only 2 town centers up at the moment, but he has 3 fishing ponds, and you have enough docks. Well, you don't need a third. You don't need a 3rd town center. It's just not necessary. Oh, forward castle spotted. Forward castle spotted, and this is in Doubt Castle. I think this is a Doubt Castle all the way. Thus, pikemen are doing a number on those villagers, and Cernot just calls it GG. I think that's the right play. He's lost 2 pawns. He can't compete. He's going to lose all those villagers. He was so far behind in villagers because of all these fish. And the stats will really show how good those fish were for Minomone. Well played, Minomone. Excellently done. GG. And guys, we are on our way to another Game 3 deciding game to see which one of these players moves on to the finals. And we're going to take a quick look at the statistics here. And as you can see, eco score almost double. Military score, it's all the eco that won this game. Let's just take a minute to look at this. Are you guys seeing this right here? Look at the difference in food eco alone from those pawns. That is massive. Oh, it's so good. I love this map. I love when people actually play it. They play the map. They play for what the map is. Excellently done. Another quick game there, really. 32 minutes, but well played, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And we're on to Game 3 to see who moves on to the finals in their bracket. Be right back. Apologies, guys. I muted myself. That's terrible. I was just explaining how I am excited. Let me double check to make sure I turned the audio back on. I did this time. Thank you so much, Minomone, for pointing that out. I'm excited. Acropolis, first time in the tournament. Cernot picks this as his home map as he lost the previous game. I do like this map. It was in the map pool. I think it's a really nice map. I actually like it better for team games, I think, just because of the interesting non-walling availability here. I just like it. I'm glad you guys voted this one into the tournament. I think there's only one map we haven't seen in the tournament now, and that's Yucatan, but we'll find out. There's the 5 games, best of 5 in the finals, so we'll see how things go here. Interestingly enough, we have Minomone going with Khmer, and we have Cernot going with the Aztecs. The Aztecs, a civ we've seen quite a bit in this tournament, and you all know why. They're a very good civ. Khmer also up there, very good civ, top tier. Gonna be interested to see how this one goes here. I do like how Minomone is headed off to the sides here to go ahead and grab up the wood on the side rather than this small amount of wood on your little island above the land here. And on this side, though, Cernot did opt to go for it, which is a very fine option. Nonetheless, it's close, it's protected. His map is a little bit harder to get down here. Interesting map gen, though. I'm looking forward to seeing how this one works out, as Cernot could honestly wall up all these wood lines if he wanted to, and have a very safe map. Other side as well, a little bit harder to wall into those wood lines, but we might see some walling in this map. Most likely just going to see, like, let's wall in this wood line since we're using it. Map is very nice, though. Minomone does have both stones safe. He has 2 safe golds on top of his hill here. And on the other side, we have 1 safe stone, 1 safe gold over here. These 2 additional boars over here for Cernot. I don't think he'll get those, though. And then we have his gold and stone pretty safe over here as well. Minomone's map, unfortunately, he doesn't have this extra pile of stone and gold here in the middle. This would be an excellent TC position or castle in the front here. He does have a gold pile right down in front here, another 2 tiles of gold here, and then on this side he's got the stone and the gold. So I actually like Minomone's map a good bit better, actually. Relics, this map here, we got lucky here. We've got 1 here and here for Minomone, and then we have the similar aspect over here. We have 1 here and 1 here for Cernot. So fairly even, and then 1 in the middle in between both players. One of the more even generations that we've seen thus far. But again, if you guys aren't familiar with Acropolis, this stony pathway all the way around, which is like leading up, like the cliffs leading to the elevation of which your base is built on, you cannot build anything on that. So to wall your base in, you kind of have to do what Minimum is doing here. Just block things off as best you can on the edge. It's not really the ideal walling map. This is a map where I really personally like to see like a Huns, Magyars, anything with scouts and cav archers. I think it's a really good map on. For that, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here as Minomone finishes up his other boar. I expect to see them both up here before too long, and we'll see how things are going. Cernot played valiantly in the last game. He did a really good job. He looks like he's going to do a rush, potentially into a man-at-arms rush. I like this play. I think it's really good for Aztecs. I think it's a solid plan, especially on this map so that you can't wall up so well. And that could do some disruption over here for Minomone. Minomone also obviously played really great in the series. He's played in the last game. He won, took all the water control, denied a castle. Doubt Castle won him the game. Causing a Doubt Castle won him a game. Interestingly enough, he did have some issues early on. A little shaky with his eco, lost a few villagers to boar, but nonetheless he's recovered very nicely. Took a chunk out of HP of that villager there. He does already have loom though. And on the other side here, we also have loom in nice and early. This eagle is scouting the base quite nicely here. Let's go ahead and switch to the view lock here. With Fog of War, Minomone, you see his scouting. He's found a nice wood line. He's got some units coming in. He's he's scouting all over the place, is going to get a barracks up of his own right there. Both players on their way to feudal. Minomone going to be up slightly beforehand. It's going to be a very good times for both players. Again, both players should come in around 11 minutes. Maybe, actually, it's going to be just over 10 minutes for Minomone here. Eagle's taking some HP losses, which isn't fortunate there for him, but nonetheless, he is just fine, and he's continuing to scout his opponent's map. Cernot, on the other hand, he's also doing the same thing as we check his view lockout. He does find the wood line over there onto the side. He is continually scouting. He does see the stones, does see a gold pile. His scout is run idle. He is getting his wood camp, his lumber camp up in the north there. He does have his drush coming forward, and he is scouting with those villagers yet again. And we're going to click out of this view lock so we can see the action on this side. That eagle's just standing around. 3 militia coming forward, which will be turning into man-at-arms as we have the man-at-arm upgrade almost in right now. We have a defensive spear coming in as well. And we have Minomone going for the scout play. I think that's an excellent idea. Quick walls come up. That house. Oh, he saves it. Saves it again, and he kills the eagle. Very well played. Garrisons into the TC. Those men-at-arms are going to lose a good bit of HP. He's going to take the fight with villagers. He's going to bring in the scouts as well. He should try to bait them back. Doesn't quite get there. Took a few losses, and that's going to hurt a little bit. He was up a villager, though, so it's not hurting as bad as you might think. Baited back a man-at-arms. Cleans this up pretty nicely. Does lose a few villagers, but kills 3 man-at-arms at the same time. Interestingly enough, I'm not sure where Cernot thinks he's going with this villager, but he's just going to continue walking to the corner of the map, apparently. We have the archer switch coming in for the Aztec player again, which I think is a fine play nonetheless. And I would expect to see a few more scouts come out for Minomone here. I don't know what you're doing with this villager, Cernot. He doesn't even see what's up there, so... Oh, he's going to build some houses in that direction. Alright, well, do what you must. Back on his main plot of land up here, he's got villagers on gold. He is getting archers out right now with some spears, which is a good play. I mean, right now I'm not sure whose position I like right now. I think I like the mobility factor for Minomone and the Khmer player. He did just scout out these units. He sees archers, he sees spears. If he doesn't see him, he sees them when he gets hit by the zero fire. These scouts are almost dead from the fight earlier, but nonetheless, he got some value out of them, is going to get some scouting out of them. And yeah, he's going to keep scouting, keep getting some value. Archery range coming up because of the scouting. He's going to get this up in time. He's going to be able to produce skirmishers, which will count both. Cernot, if I could advise you, only one thing is try to get your houses up a little earlier. Every time I seem to be on your view lock or on your statistics, you have a little bit of problem with houses. Kind of MBL-esque. But nonetheless, still solid play. Walls coming up. Skirmishers are going to come out as the scouts are both running forward. Walls are up, but there's a hole in the wood line. And that hole has been located. Villagers are going down. They're low HP. 2 of them have low HP. They're just running in circles trying to get to those 2. Gonna lose more villagers in the process. On the other side, the archers are doing damage as well. Not getting that many vill kills. Skirmishers are out. KD's right now looking still good for both players. 6-4 for Minomone, 4-7 for Cernot. Skirmishers are going to fend off this attack. Just getting the numbers up. Scouts are still looking around over here. Did get a few vill kills. Gonna go ahead and swoop in on to the gold, and looks like he might even get another vill kill over here. Very well played. The mobility is already paying dividends. Looks like he's going to try to go ahead and take down that additional villager there. And he doesn't quite get there, but he did a really good job. Skirm numbers are up. This little wall's up over here. Skirm's not upgraded at all, I don't think, here. So they're not doing the greatest a job, but nonetheless, they've held off. They've done their job. KD still in the favor of Minomone. Villager counts still in the favor of Minomone. Minomone's in a really good position right now. Score definitely close to archery range is up. Not producing out of either right now. That kind of hurts a little bit. Minomone has just clicked up to Castle Age. He's going to be up. Very nice time there for everything that was going on. But there's a lot of investment going into the feudal age right now for Sir Knot, and he's not really building a market. Up there comes his market. There we go. That's gonna get him up. He'll be able to buy his way up and click up too. He is gonna be a little bit behind, but we'll see how that pays off for him there. Fletching is coming in for Minomone. Did he get the defense upgrade? +3. Bloodline's also coming in. I mean, the Khmer are crazy. Yep, we're gonna go probably into Nightline, maybe even the Scout line. Those archers gonna take a few hits downhill. That hurts. They're just gonna run away from all of these skirmishers. Castle Ages aren't gonna be all that far off. At least they are both gonna be up at a decent time. Not using auto reseed at the point, or he was and just ran out of wood. Oh, he's just now getting his horse collar upgrade, so that's gonna put him back a little bit, I suppose. Minomone is gonna hit castle. I would expect to see town centers, and he instantly queues knights. So we are gonna see the knight line. I would like to see a town center on the stone for some defensive castles. Knock down these walls, put a town center up here, please and thank you. Probably your best bet. Skirmishers are going to go forward, and the knights are coming out. Eagles are also going to be coming out, which is going to be good against the skirmishers here, but I don't think he's going to have the numbers to make it do a whole lot right now with these knights coming forward. Archers are probably going to get some value here. He probably could wait until they upgrade to crossbows, but he may decide not to do this. Oh, there goes one archer. Alright, on this side, villagers are going to go down. This is really good for Sir Knot. He's trying to get himself back in the game. Alright, town center up there. I don't know why you wouldn't put it over here, but 2 resources, but that's alright. Do what you gotta do. Garrison that town center, please. Oh, he's gonna lose more than he should here. He didn't garrison some of that, but is what it is. He's focusing on the front, I'm sure. So he's got a bunch of skirms up here, some knights, and he's really trying to press on this side. Barracks are coming up, a monastery is coming up, so we're gonna see eagles, monks. I think that's probably a decent play over here on his side. One town center. Only one town center coming up for Minomone. He really wants to pressure, and I can see that. I really hate your town center position when you could have just, you know, put it on the gold and the wood line, but that's okay. Alright, skirmishers are alone against eagles, and they are eagle warriors now with some upgrades. Skirms are all gonna die for the most part. Knights are gonna come over here and help try to fight this off, but then the knight numbers are not quite high enough. All skirmishes go down. Some more knights come in, which is gonna be good for him, but he's gonna lower some eagle numbers, but at the same time the reinforcements come in quickly enough that it doesn't even matter, and he'll fight that off. Yeah, building up some knights at home now. So you already have a hole in this wood line now. So let's hope we see a third town center over there from him before long. So Sir Knot, yep, there's a town center on that wood line. He's lucky that those knights haven't scouted that one out yet. He is running forward with some eagles. So right now, it's looking fairly even. Minomone is up by 4 villagers. Cernot does have a few idols to deal with. Military numbers are in Cernot's favor. Town Center's going to go up, no problem. Eagle Warriors are going to come around. We'll probably catch a few vills out if Minomone doesn't react quickly enough. But he sees them. He pulls them back. There was a hole there. Just going to lose some HP here. Not going to... maybe he'll get one kill. Nope, pulls them back. Going to fight off the knight instead, which is a fine line. You might as well, if you can. It's a good trade for him. Knight's protecting this spot here, which is an excellent spot to protect. Two town centers right here, right next to each other. This one's definitely way better than that one. Still not a big fan of the town center position here. Eagles, oh, they're going to get some more kills on this side. Eagle Warriors are doing a good job. Cernot is doing a good job of forcing some fights over here. And now, you know, those knights, they're in. So we have a slight base trade going on over here. Who will do more damage? Minomone has more villagers, can afford to lose more. Cernot cannot. He also does not have any military coming in here. And on this side we have knights coming back to defend as well as some garrison there. So Minomone cleans that up. Cernot definitely got the worst end of that trade. But at that point, what can you do other than to sit them back? Monk gonna come out. He will get one conversion probably. Yep, gets one. So fortunately for him, he got one for that monk, but still not the greatest. Oh man, that's an interesting town center as well, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Another garrison, or another monk conversion comes out. The monk play for Aztecs is insane, so it's really a good idea. It looks like he will probably be grabbing some relics as well, which will help him. Minomone, 3 town centers, booming, booming, booming. And on the other side, already has 3 town centers up for Cernot. Villager count's pretty even. It's 57 to 49. It's not the greatest. Minomone also needs some advice on housing, apparently, but happens to all of us. So no big deal there. Just look away. Cernot, well, he got housed a few too many times. He decided to build some house walls. As you can see here, this is always going to be open. Cannot wall this right here. I'll have to wall in between trees and such. We are going to see eagles all the way, but we're going to see eagles versus knights. I favor the knights better right now with upgrades to the eagles, but those eagles, once they become eagle warriors, they're going to be hard to deal with unless we see some sort of switch or defensive play, because it's going to be a lot of raiding. I have yet to see a whole lot of stone be collected. I mean, we have, what's this, 5 on stone for Minomone, and we have the same for Cernot. So both players thinking a defensive castle, just not worried about it right now. Maybe in a forward castle. Those converted knights, they're going to come forward. They might pick a vill here, or they might just attack that. Khmer farming at its best. Gotta love what Minomone's doing here. He says, I don't need a town center or a mill anymore. These knights are going to get some very good value since he didn't pay for them at all. He's going to snipe, it looks like 2 villagers, maybe even a 3rd. Yep. So that exchange really worked out well for Cernot. He's also caused all this military to be back here while he's buying himself some time to boom up on this side. He has 17 military. Oh, and the eagles are in too. The eagles swooped around the other side. Minomone is going to have a good idea of where his army needs to be now. But the trade is going to be pretty good for Minomone. The eagles are not upgraded enough to deal with this kind of knight production here, and I mean that gets cleaned up, no problem right there. Vill counts very close now. Cernot has caught up a decent bit, but it's 69 villagers for Cernot and 72 for Minomone. And the military lead is so heavily in favor of Minomone. He's got 20 some odd knights here. Plenty of them, yep. And he's producing from not one, not two, but three stables. Very good. This is where you make a choice. Try to force your way in here, do even more damage, which is what I think we're about to see. Will the conversions be there, and will it even matter? 12 eagles, 20 knights, 2 monks. Just running off. It's a fine idea. Wait till you have some more numbers. Run around, try to find a way in, use your mobility. Have some more eagles going to be coming forward, but there's going to be more knights again. I mean, is what it is. We're also going to see some scouts. Not sure if that's a misclick. Oh no, he's got the light cav upgrade coming in to snipe the monks. So I actually really like that, as well as we see Raid going to come in here. If Minomone sees it, yeah, he shouldn't even lose a single villager. Yep. And those are going to take some HP losses. While those knights are going to bash through at their very best. Monks over here are going to try to grab some conversions at the same time. Kind of a small base trade, but Minomone has the numbers. Another conversion over here. A very, very distressed castle coming up. And a few more conversions maybe, but the knights are in. The knights are in. They're in multiple places. That castle's not up. It might go up, but damage has been done. These knights are lost, or these knights are doing damage. Villager counts are still in favor of Minomone. Military counts still in favor of Minomone. And everywhere you look, Minomone is chasing down army in eco, killing more villagers. Minomone is doing a very good job keeping his eco rolling behind this. Khmer farming. Quite a few conversions coming in here, which is going to be really helpful for Cernot, but Minomone is he's showing his mobility here as Khmer. Like I said earlier, I really like a mobile civ on this map, and Khmer definitely, I feel, have the advantage. Eagles are nice, but you need upgrades. You really do. More knights and light cav gonna sneak around here. Oh, and you have villagers coming out here. Trying to build a forward castle right there. Is Minomone. Oh. He wants a town center there. And Minomone wants a castle there. More units dying everywhere you look. Village. Oh. It's a massacre. He had 88 villas last time I looked. He has 55 now. Knights, light cav everywhere. He's going to see this going up. He's going to build a university back here. He's probably going to drop a... Oh, there's a siege workshop. He's going to deny this. Put his castle up right in front of him. Yep, Minomone is in control of game number 3. Cernot with the GG. Well played from both. Wow, guys, that was another great series. The semifinals really heating up right now. Couldn't be happier with how things are going for the semifinals. We got 2 more sets to cast. Probably going to be doing that tomorrow evening around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys are interested, which will be June the 19th. But yeah, guys, well played, well played. We have Minomone advancing in this bracket. We'll take a quick gander at the stats here, see what it looks like. Ultimately, I think the composition just wasn't quite good enough for the Aztec player to fight the Knights. I think Eagles are good, but not until they're fully upgraded. I think they're good against skirms and archers, obviously, but not against Knights. Not against melee. So Cernot, just a little bit of a rough transition was needed there. But nonetheless, pretty good here, pretty good. Who won Cross? Well, Cadius, Minomone took Cross there to force a game 3, and he came back to win the series after losing game 1. So, very well done from both players. GG, guys. We're going to pull up the brackets here real quick, but we're going to end the YouTube video here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I guys just said the times and stuff tomorrow it's going to be June 19th around 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to cast the other 2 semifinals, and we're going to go from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Twitch guys, hang out. We're going to take a quick look at the bracket and see what things are going.